Gillian here at Gary's Wine and Marketplace, but I'm not actually at Gary's Wine and Marketplace. I'm in Mendoza, Argentina. More specifically, I'm in the Uco Valley, and also considered one of the Grand Cru areas for Mausbach, the Paraje Altamira. And I'm here with Jeff Mausbach, founder of TintoNegro, and he's here to kind of explain this beautiful site to me and this specific vineyard. So Jeff, tell us what makes this specific vineyard, Finca La Escuela, so special.
Thank you, Gillian. Thanks for coming and visiting us here in this beautiful part of the world. It's a pleasure to have you in our vineyard. So Finca La Escuela is, as Gillian mentioned, in Paraje Altamira, and this vineyard has a very diverse soil profile. We are at 4,000 feet above sea level. We're very close to the mountains, and so we have a very diverse soil profile throughout the vineyard. In any one given row, we can have 4 distinct soil profiles. Sandy soils in the south. As you move to the north, you get into silty and gravelly soils. There's a vein of rocky limestone driven soils in the middle, and on the northern end we have light silty soils. So each one of those soils imparts subtle nuances of flavor, aroma, and texture to the Malbec fruit that's grown here. And so by blending those soils through process of microvinifications, we can make a very layered, complex single vineyard wine.
And it's so delicious. This wine, this Malbec here, is very complex. It's really unlike any that I'm used to. And so if you can explain really what this taste profile is, and what sort of things are done during the vinification process to achieve these beautiful aromas and texture and flavor complexity.
Perfect. Well, during harvest, what we do is we make a number of different soil blends throughout the harvest season. So over a 2-week period, we will make a number of different individual wines where each day we're blending different soils. One day we might make a wine from blending sandy soil with silty soil. Another day we might make an individual wine from rocky soil and gravelly soil. Another day it might be all 4 soils. Sometimes it just might be one. So at the end of the day, we have produced between 10 and 14 different individual wines. All are different harvest dates, all are different blends of different soils, all are valid expressions of the vineyard, and so are all blended together into this final single vineyard wine. I'll make one other comment as far as vinification, and that's the idea of whole cluster fermentation. This is when we actually leave the stems of the fruit together in the fermentation process. We're big believers in whole cluster fermentation. We believe the stems here offer wonderful kind of rose, peppercorn aromas, black pepper, white pepper, rose pepper, really excellent aromatic intensity. So that's a big part of what goes into making this wine.
And it's a super food friendly red, classic pairing. You're gonna have your grilled meats, beef. Just think of what you have in Argentina, and that's what this wine really excels with. Now, lastly, we have to talk a little bit about the name, Finca La Escuela. There's a reason behind that name, and it's a really great reason too. So if you can speak to that a little bit.
Thank you very much. Yes, for those of you who might not know, Finca La Escuela in Spanish means the school vineyard. And that is because on this property we have a 100-year-old one-room schoolhouse. This schoolhouse is still functioning as an anchor to the rural community. So my partner and I, Alejandro, we do a lot of work to support the school. Each year we're donating all the materials that the kids might need, new textbooks, anything that they might need to keep the school running and keep it as a real center of community for the area of Altamira. Just last year, we donated 10,000 square feet of additional vineyard land to the school. We helped them raise funds to build a cafeteria as well as a daycare center for younger children. Well, it's a big part of the property. It's an integral part of the vineyard, and it just seemed appropriate that should be the name.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Jeff.
My pleasure.
This location is absolutely stunning. We have the vineyard behind us. We have the Andes beyond that way. Blue sky everywhere. Now, if you want to experience this wine for yourself, we carry it at Gary's, which is best yet. So please come down to any of our New Jersey stores, get yourself some of this beautiful Malbec, and you'll be transported here.
To Finca La Escuela.
To Finca La Escuela.
Altamira.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Gillian. Cheers.